Okay friends, to get started, one of the first things we have to do is go ahead and remove this right here. To remove this, what you're going to find is you have 3 mounting bolts along the top here, and then you'll have 2 mounting bolts along each side. Let's remove them all. Now let's go ahead and get the breather hose off of here. You're going to find that it has a clip. Go ahead and remove that clip. There we are. Set this off to the side. Let's go ahead and grab one of these. We'll just wobble this around and get it right out of here. I'm just going to go ahead and remove these rubber bushings from the top of the radiator. Now the next thing we're going to do is remove the fan clutch from the water pump itself. To do that, I'm going to use this tool right here. Go ahead and get it onto the fan clutch nut down there. Turn it counterclockwise. Alright, now as we spin this off, you want to be very careful not to let it fall down and hit up against your radiator. Okay, so now what we're going to do is remove our lower fan shroud here. To do that, I'm going to come right down along this area with my flat screwdriver, give this a little twist, and then I'm going to lift this up. Do the same to all 3 areas. Let's go ahead and get this out of here. Okay, now it's time to put in our lower fan shroud. Something that I want you to pay attention to is on each side, you're going to have a little nub, and in the center. Along this aspect of the radiator, you're going to see that it has the mounting points for those tabs. Now the next thing we want to do is pay attention to our original lower fan shroud. We're going to come right over and remove these clips so we can reuse them. To do that, if you were to take a small pocket screwdriver and come underneath this lip right here, you can lift up on this. There we are. Now with that bent out of the way, we can go ahead and remove the clip. And then of course you just want to pry that back down so it'll be able to re-secure again later. Let's do the same to all the rest. Now it's going to be time to install our clip. Just go ahead and slide it right over just like this and do the same to all the rest. Let's go ahead and carefully get our fan shroud down and into here. You want to be very careful not to scratch up your radiator cooling fins. Now that we have this going down, we're going to line up those tabs. Once they're all lined up, we'll push it down. Make sure it's completely clicked in. Perfect. Okay, so now it's going to be time to get our fan and our fan clutch in here. Let's go ahead and slide it right down, line it up with the water pump, and then we'll go ahead and screw it on. Now that we have that spun on as far as it'll go, let's just give it a little bit extra with our tool. Perfect. Now let's go ahead and grab one of these. I'm just going to carefully slide this under. Slide this right under here. Perfect. Now the next thing we want to do is reach down right between here. We're going to line up these holes and then put in our 2 bolts. Now our 2 bolts on the other side. Now let's go ahead and pull this and then put in our last 3 bolts across the center.